Today I'm going to fact check both sides of politics because there's viral lies going on both sides. The first one comes from President Biden's press secretary Jen Psaki, who's telling a provable lie completely false and completely against the FDA's own words. Take a look.
This means that anywhere you go to get a vaccine, you should just take that vaccine. They've all been approved by the FDA, these 3 vaccines.
She said they've all been approved by the FDA. Only problem, they actually haven't. FDA.gov put out a fact sheet, literally called fact sheet, of the emergency use authorization for all 3 of the vaccines, the Moderna, the Pfizer-BioNTech, and the J&J or the Janssen. And specifically in all of them, it says there is no U.S. Food and Drug Administration FDA approved vaccine to prevent COVID-19. I'm going to repeat that again for Jen Psaki. There is no U.S. FDA approved vaccine to prevent COVID-19.
They've all been approved by the FDA, these 3 vaccines. They've all been approved by the FDA, these 3 vaccines.
If you scroll down, it says for this one, it was the Moderna. It says the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine has not undergone the same type of review as an FDA approved or cleared product. They issued an emergency authorization. It's not approved. She's totally wrong. And what's even more crazy and frightening is that it was shared by the White House's official Twitter, posted on the White House website, and I looked, I didn't see a single fact checker fact checking it. That's because they're not really fact checkers. They're partisan hacks who protect certain people, bend over backwards to lie on behalf of certain politicians, and work to cover up information that they don't want people to know or hear. I believe in the facts. I think a lot of people lie and get their facts wrong on social media, but most likely this is the only fact check you'll see for that, because I don't think they care when somebody lies in favor of that product or the type of politician she serves. The second fact check has been going viral on conservative and conspiracy media accounts for years now. I've gotten it sent to me like, I don't know, 50 times. And this claim that Bill Gates is standing in front of the CIA to talk about fun vax or some sort of God gene, and it's a total hoax. If you do your research and search into it, you can find this higher quality video, because a lot of them are purposely low res to fool people into thinking it's Bill Gates. And you could clearly see it's not Bill Gates. It doesn't really even sound like Bill Gates. In my perspective, a lot of things are questionable, but this is a really goofy one that it seems like everybody's falling for. And if you really look it up, it looks like there was some sort of documentary around it and they were fundraising money. I'm not really sure where this video originated, but it seems like, from my research, it was some guy trying to capitalize on a viral hoax that they either made or found to try to fundraise and make a documentary off it. Smart marketing strategy, probably not smart to post to your social media account and to pretend it's Bill Gates when it's not. And when I say stuff like this, I either get 2 responses. Either people say, thank you, I got fooled, I didn't know. Or people get upset with me and say, man, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? I don't care that I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm just gonna push it. It doesn't matter who said it. And I think to myself, people call themselves truthers, but are you really concerned with the truth, or do you just want to find things that you believe or that make you feel good like you're doing something? If you're a truther, you gotta tell the truth. And the truth is, there's no reason to harp on this video, because if you want to talk about Bill Gates, 1, it makes you look like fake news, 2, it discredits you, and 3, there's so many things that Bill Gates is doing right out in the open that it's not even strategically smart to harp on something like this that's not real, because you're taking focus away from what is real. It's like calling everybody racist or me tooing everybody. The reason it's a problem, because if there is really bad race-based stuff, or there are women suffering, if you exaggerate or lie about it, it covers up the people who actually need help. It's the same thing with this. And when it comes to Bill Gates, he really is involved with a lot of vaccines. He does give out a lot of media grants, in which some people question if the media can be swayed because of that. He's involved in backing genetically modified mosquitoes. He talks about a lot how he believes in lowering population growth, and he's very involved in abortion, birth control, and reproductive education resources. If you're conservative, Bill Gates really does have anti-nationalist, pro-global agendas all over the place. He is involved in backing a group that claims that math is racist and filled with white supremacy, which in my opinion sounds pretty ridiculous. If 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, you successfully now have confused everybody in every topic and every school subject ever. And also, he's involved in something that was also backed by Harvard, which is some sort of sunlight experiment that aims to one day reflect sunlight. And it's interesting looking that up, because Newsweek says fact check false. Snopes says fact check mostly false. And it's nuts. Like I told you, they didn't fact check Jen Psaki, but with this they're bending over backwards to be like, well, no, he didn't technically block it. Well, he's like reflecting it, and they're not really doing it. They're just testing to one day do it. It's like, yeah, they're testing to one day do it, and they might one day eventually do it for climate change, but people are allowed to talk about it or have a perspective about it. So they don't even get the facts right. They just cover up for certain people lie on behalf of certain people, and try to say things are false that are not only debatable, but a gray area where I get it, some people are misleading, some people have an opinion you don't like, but this is why I don't like the fact checkers and social media implementing them. I know what they're really doing, and they should be ashamed of themselves, because the people who work there, when I contact them and tell them that they get the facts wrong, they literally just don't care. They're so pompous. But anyway, hopefully you like this video, whether you're on the left or the right. Hopefully you learned something, and I would love to see the press secretary explain her lie and then explain what she really meant. But I doubt she'll do that, because people in her position, especially on the left, tend to be really pompous and feel above the law, above facts, above science, above objectivity. Because as long as they could just point the finger at somebody else or a different party, I guess their voting base will never realize how full of baloney they can be sometimes too. But have a good day. If you like to support my videos, I have a free email list, stayintouchwithme.com. I have a Telegram chat, t.me/DreamRareChat. I have things like Patreon, patreon.com/raretalk. Because of people supporting there, I'm able to do good analysis and more authentic content than they offer on the media and on most internet sites. So thank you so much. I'll be back with new videos soon. Have a good day.